It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got Devontae Smith. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Eagles and the Steelers, next on Madden Football.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more
Ball was teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by a QB coming into his 5th NFL season out of Oklahoma. It's Jalen Hurts.
two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And, of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. They'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. Well, this late in the year, Brock, just about every team in the league, as we all know, is battling some injury woes, and these guys are no exception.
It's an unfortunate byproduct of any sport, but especially the trauma involved in this sport. You're going to lose guys over the course of a season, and the later in the season you're dealing with injuries, the more the depth of your roster is so tested. And now it's time for those lesser-known names to make their name.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. Leading them out, a man in his 13th NFL season, and rising quickly up the career leaderboards, Russell Wilson.
Kate, Russell Wilson's one of the NFL's most experienced quarterbacks. He's also one of the winningest quarterbacks, even with a couple bumps in the road in Denver. Remember, over that decade in Seattle with Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom, there wasn't a quarterback that won more games in the history of the league over the first 10 years. 9 times to the Pro Bowl as well. Put a supporting cast around him, give him a run game and a defense, and Russell Wilson still knows very well how to play this game.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, it did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? But it chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Eagles and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. And you can see he's valued well beyond his work just as a runner. He's leading NFL backs in receiving touchdowns late in this season. On 1st down, Hurts. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special, right? That entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, man, you appreciate great safety play like that.
Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
The Eagles are in punt formation. Cordarrelle Patterson to return for the Steelers. His first punt win 50. This is away and looks even better. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Steelers will take over deep on their own side. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now start with a give to Harris. Oh, he loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
And there's only one team satisfied with theirs. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Running behind center with Harris. He's got a gain of 6 there. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down. Shotgun handoff for Patterson. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. That one gains 7. And that's a Steelers 1st down. Russ now from the gun. It's taken in by Washington. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 34. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Getting out to his left. He's running for it. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
The Steelers set to punt it. Back deep for the Eagles is Isaiah Rodgers. Got 49 on his first punt. This one looks even longer. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. That punt goes 63 yards. And the Eagles will take possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board. We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still third down.
Penalty not helping their cause for this third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down throwing for Hurts. That pass complete to Goddard. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
They'll run again with Brown. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
Braden Mann on the punt. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. Third time they've called on him as he gets this away. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
You know, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half. And you just kind of wait. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Wilson now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Corliss Waitman out there again to punt this away. Back deep is Rodgers. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Motioning one of the tight ends. It's an option right that begins this drive. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
the 43-yard line.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at second and pretty short. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. Third and short.
And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Run play only gets back to the line, and that'll bring up fourth down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Braden Mann out once more for another punt. Averaging over 50 yards a kick, and this is another one well hit. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. No return on that punt. And the Steelers will take over possession. Wilson now, 1st and 10. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. 2nd and 3 now. Ross off the play fake. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And he will take it back for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get the game's first points here in the second. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
That quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Calvin Austin on the return. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Wilson. It's taken in by Williams. They gain 14 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
No, it's not a running back, but it's a receiver carrying across the marker, Kate. I'm not even calling this a trick play anymore. It's about maximizing your resources and your asset, and this receiver shows you he can be a tool as a running back.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. So now they're going to throw with Wilson. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Russ looking to throw. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, they go with Harris. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still first down.
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Russ setting to throw. Snared by his running back. It's Najee Harris. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
This one's caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Wilson to throw on 3rd and 2. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense. It just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. Dicker connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's Smith on the return. He's got Lane up past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Eagles returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he's played a major impact in their passing game, too. Look at this. We're near the end of the season, and he's leading all NFL backs in receiving yards. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. That's complete. Here's Brown. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Hurts now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver. It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
They'll punt it away. Braden Mann out to send it skyward. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. 58 yards on the punt there. And they're going to take over possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now here's Russ. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Steelers first down. Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. Slot man in motion left. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he's able to drive up past the 40. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Steelers at a deficit. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 43. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Zach Bond with the tackle. Throw complete to Williams. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. Another try following the sack. Quick slant, that's Williams. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Corliss Waitman on to punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. And I know we're normally discussing his work leading the passing game, but wow, we've really had to take note of what he's done on the ground. He's leaned into that part of his game early. Goddard makes the catch. And he'll get it up to the 27.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play volleyball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd and 3 now. From the 27. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Complete beyond the marker. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
On 1st down, Hurts. This one finds Goddard. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. We're at halftime here in Philadelphia, and the Eagles have soared to a lead at the break. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Brock Purdy, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. From there, we head east to the land to check on the Brownies at home at Cleveland Browns Stadium. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Xavier Worthy, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Breece Hall, a touchdown run in the victory. With that, the two squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Eward.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Austin. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Out comes Pittsburgh. Its offense has it to begin the third quarter. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Staying on the ground with Harris. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 46. He'll get this to Jefferson. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Zach Bond with the tackle. 3rd and just 2 to go. They'll try to run it with Harris. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Punting unit out now. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. 2nd among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That pass complete to Goddard. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Hurts looking to throw. Taken in by Smith. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
3rd and long for him here. Barkley's got it. And this one doesn't go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Steelers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First and 10, give to Harris. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Defense shows blitz. Wilson finds a seam down the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers take a third-quarter lead. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers push their lead to 3. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Brown on the inside give. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Has a man, it's Brown. Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out, and they're going to lose some yardage.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed third down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
The Eagles are in punt formation. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Steelers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense more good numbers well into this second half. They give now to Najee. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Zach Bond with the tackle.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Zach Bond with the tackle. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Wilson now from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Wilson. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Russ is cooking again. Freiermuth there to bring it in. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Wilson to throw again. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Steelers first down. Sticking in the air with Wilson. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon. 6 sacks? Well, that's an expectation rarely achieved. And a sign? Well, this group did their homework, and they're making it pay on the field.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still second down.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Trying again, following the sack. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
This dude is putting together some kind of game today. When he scored that touchdown earlier, we knew we had to keep an eye on him. And no surprise, here he is making yet another huge impact play.
The Steelers set to punt it. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. The Eagles about set to go on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
On second down, here's Barkley. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Elandon Roberts coming over for the hit. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the pistol, Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. Punter on now, and he gets into this one. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The visitors, down Russell Wilson, headed back to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. First down, here's Russ. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Rush coming for Wilson. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Steelers with the ball. They're leading, but not by a lot. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Going right side, Harris with it. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Their punter making his way out now. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. And they may say they're not paying attention, but everybody maintaining a constant eye on the current playoff picture. A lot on the line each week for the teams that think they have what it takes to make a run in the postseason. On first down, Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
From the 21. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Complete out to the right. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. This one finds Goddard. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's Smith on the slant. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Taken in by Smith. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. Hurts throwing again. This finds Smith. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
From the 17, he's got Smith. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Still a good bit of work to do here, Brock, as they come up on it, 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's brought down for a loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. They get 5, but still need more than that. 4th and goal coming up.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. 1st down, didn't score. 2nd down, didn't score. And now 3rd and goal, can't find the end zone either.
A 26-yard attempt
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And in the fourth quarter, that's going to tie the game.
You know, Kate, that may not seem like much, right? Just go 1 for 2 as a kicker, but it's a whole lot different just psychologically for these guys to see one go through because they may need him at some point later in this game.
He stopped on the return at the 27. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Wilson now, 1st and 10. Another turnover, this time it's an interception. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And talk about a dream position, Brock. Heading out with 1st and goal waiting for him. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. A big chunk of 9 yards. It moves 3rd and goal all the way up to the 2. Now it's Brown. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
On the return, here comes Austin. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. The give to Patterson out of the shotgun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and a lone yard coming up. Running left is Harris. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Steelers down by only 3. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st down throw from Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Setting up to pass. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, You really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
He has the first over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. 16 yards on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He'll look to throw it. And he got there in time. He's taken down. The Steelers calling their first timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. Got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Into the hands of Jefferson, complete.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Caught by Freiermuth. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Gets this one to Harris. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running behind center with Harris. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him, and he delivers.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. First down throwing for Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. Another try following the sack. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Nice loft on that one, but it falls incomplete. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. All right, so in overtime, Brock, we could see 1 possession or we could see 3+. If the team who gets it first scores, the game ends then and there. A field goal or less, and we play on, and their opponents get a chance to respond. And if we're still tied after those first 2 possessions, this soccer chick likes this. It's golden goal football, Brock. The next score would win. Now, hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. He's going to field this at the 2. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. They couldn't quite get the job done in regulation, but the home crowd rising now to fire them up and help them finish the job right away in OT. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And they'll only let him get up to around the 28 before taking him down. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They're running the option, short side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Going with Brown on the ground. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Hurts to throw. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
It's good. The kick sails through. And the pressure now applied to that opposing sideline.
That felt like the game right there, Kate. What a risk they took. He misses, and all the other side needs is a big play, and they're in field goal range. But he doesn't miss. He steps up, and he drives it through. And now they're a stop away from the win.
And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. Their defense held at least a little, Brock, but the pressure is still on. They need a field goal to keep this game going or a touchdown to end it.
And I can promise you right now, lie detector test in that huddle, every single one of those guys have asked says, I want a touchdown. I'm not even thinking of a field goal. That should be your mindset to go finish this game right now.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Najee takes this one. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Wilson now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Patterson. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. From the gun, it's Wilson. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. Offense to the line for 2nd down. A handoff for Harris, running right. And he's brought down for a loss.
Gosh, this front has just been destructive, hasn't it? My goodness. Same type of pressure. You're going to get it on 3rd down that you just got on 2nd. You better block it up. What a big win on 2nd down. Try to get off the field now. And this offense and offensive line better get ready.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still 3rd down.
Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. Rush coming for Wilson. And that's the game. The interception does it! And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season. They've battled each other all game long, Brock, but the coverage, some of the couple of surprises up their sleeve for this QB, stealing possession there with the pick.
And there's always a look or two, Kate, that doesn't get used much during the game. A way to disguise the coverage and trick those QB's eyes into seeing something that wasn't there. What better spot to break that out than right now in overtime? Right here, right now, like Van Halen used to say.
So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And they only needed a field goal to end it as their guy connected on an absolute bomb through all the pressure to claim a heck of a win here in overtime. And with Brock Huard and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.